Hello, in this tutorial we'll be talking primarily about the power of the split command, but inherently we'll be talking about sweep 2 and also some surface manipulation tool or maybe trick. So we'll just start right here where, let's see, I've created two rails and a profile dimension. So we're going to use sweep 2. We're going to select our first rail and our second rail and our shape. And that is going to give ourselves this beautiful multi-dimensional panel. But because I want to have it maybe closer to something that's panelized and I don't quite have time to run it through any other processes, I also went ahead and divided this rail here, both on the vertical dimension and the horizontal. So this would give me an accurate like distance between things. And so if I then hit this split command, um, objects to split, and then I select also the ISO curve here. And so basically that's going to give me the ability to split this surface. And because I divided it, that surface is regular. And then I'm going to toggle the direction. So I hit T. You could also just hit T, and that then switches to my vertical position. And so that will go ahead and split my panel. And I hit enter. So you can see here, I could take, and now each one of these is split. Technically, to kind of keep my geometries manageable, I could either group these or just rejoin them. And if I rejoin them, Control J, then it will rejoin my surface into one, but it keeps the like patina of the previous split. And so that's a way to kind of give some detail to an object. And I guess the only difference with this exercise is that squish, no. This one is just I don't know, the power of choosing a more dynamic or curvilinear profile gives me such a different shape, but you already probably know that. Um, and then the next option here is say I made my cute little house that we previously sheared to make oblique drawings. But I take my little house and maybe I want to start altering my shape. And so here I added some curves for both maybe like a head height and then um, a curve here. And so technically I shouldn't, I already split these using the split command, but let's go ahead and do that same. Let's do a polyline for this one. So wherever my desired head height might be, I'm going to keep this perpendicular. I guess I could have also just drawn a rectangle. And then I use the split command, select objects to split. I guess too, I might want to just explode this bad boy first. So now all my panels are separate. Hit split. Um, oops. Okay. So now have this different panel. Right? I don't know why I want to go back to my original one, but I do. I'm more attached to this one. Um, I'm going to select everything and I'm going to join it back together. And then this is the kind of trick that I always forget about, but if I hit Control Shift, I can select just that surface. So even though I join this all together, it still leaves the kind of scars of the previous split. And if I hit Control Shift, select that surface, then I can start to manipulate this surface. Now, if I just drag this, bad, weird things start to happen. Not usually what I want to do. I'm sure there maybe that could work, but um, again, I Control Shift click, and then I'm going to click this arrow in the whatever arrow of the direction I want to move, and then so I click, I hit Control now, and then I drag back, and so that I could enter also. Oops, I can never. So you can move that back. And I can, maybe I want a little bit more manipulation on this face. I can hit Control Shift left click, and then I'm going to hit the arrow, left click on that, hit Control, and move that face back. So voila, I've now made my cute house have some kind of sense of entry potentially. And then I could further do that same exercise, but in this version, I used split ISO, and I divided that line. I split using the ISO command, and then I rejoined, and then now I've added a more outward facing geometry, but I did the same thing of just Control Shift select, and then I guess I could move this one in if I wanted. I left click, hit Control, and push back. So now I have two different entry sequences. And that sums up this tutorial.